Hello there, you beautiful Wanksteins. Today I am talking about a vehicle that has dramatically helped me in my process of advancing through the game, and I am going to explain to you whether it is going to be worth purchasing or not. I represent to you the T-72 TURMS. Alright lads, time to pull out the statistics of this beauty. Okay, now if you want to have a read over these, I suggest you pause the video since I am not going to be going over these. Okay, so right now you are probably thinking,
Oh my god, Master, this vehicle is so cool, I want to buy it right now, it looks so amazing, it must be good, right?
well, firstly, let me go over some important details about the vehicle before you actually play it. Then I will go on to how you will properly play the vehicle. The T-72 TURMS also comes with explosive reactive armour called the Contact 1. It has 400mm of protection against chemical energy munitions, which will stop many heat rounds and ATGMs without tandem warheads. The T-72 also comes with composite armour on the upper front plate. The composition of this armour is rolled homogeneous armour 60mm, Textilite 100mm, and again rolled homogeneous armour for 50mm. This will protect a lot of shells, but it will not protect you against absolutely everything. This vehicle also has composite armour protecting the turret. The composition of this armour being cast homogeneous armour 75mm to 140mm, quartz core 115mm, and lastly cast homogeneous armour 200mm to 280mm. Now this armour is very good for this vehicle since this vehicle is very fast and it has a decent amount of protection protecting the front of the vehicle. I would recommend playing hull down since most vehicles at this battle rating can penetrate through the front plate. One of the rounds that is given to you is the 3BM22. It is a 125mm APFSDS shell with a muzzle velocity of 1760 meters per second. And the best shell you can use is the 3BM42. It is an APFSDS shell with a muzzle velocity of 1700 meters per second. The T-72 TURMS also comes with a laser rangefinder. This is one of the most important components of the vehicle since you can range find enemies from all the way across the map. Now comes the juicy stuff that makes you feel like a Chad on the battlefield. This is a list of all the vehicles in War Thunder that have thermal sights. And these thermal sights have different generations. Generation 1, Generation 2 and Generation 3. Generation 3 being the best and the second being the second best and so on and so forth. So if we take a closer look, we can see that the T-72 TURMS has Generation 2 thermals at 9.7, making you feel like this. Now let's talk about how you should play the vehicle. Alright, you can use two strategies in this vehicle. You can either play defensive, stay in cover, snipe enemies from a distance. Second strategy, you can flank the enemy in a position where they are not expecting you. These two strategies can be combined and also give you great results. Like this game I'm showing, for instance, I got 5 kills by flanking the enemies on top of this hill and sniping from a distance, slowly picking off the enemy. Making this vehicle very fun and formidable to play. There probably are other ways to play the vehicle, but these are the strategies that I found where I was getting the best results. Now some of the things that are good and bad about the T-72 TURMS. I will go over the cons first. The T-72 TURMS only has 3 crew members, has a god-awful reverse speed of 5 km/h, doesn't have the best gun depression, and isn't the fastest vehicle on the battlefield. Now on to the pros. It has a very good gun, with good handling, good rounds, all that jazz. It has good armour protecting a lot of the vehicle, has good gunner and commander thermal sights, is low profile, making it harder to see you, smoke grenades, which can help you in some situations. It has a laser rangefinder, which is a big help, and it has boosted research and silver lion multipliers. Now that we have stated the pros and cons of the T-72 terms, we can move on to the final verdict of whether or not it is worth purchasing the T-72 terms. Now time to answer your question. Is this vehicle worth it? No, it's not. Let me explain. Now don't get me wrong, the T-72 terms is a good vehicle, but it's just too expensive. Being €60 or $60 is just too expensive for what you get in this pack. There are some exceptions where if you have a lot of spare money that is just lying around and you want to accelerate the process of going through the game, sure, maybe consider getting the T-72 terms. But even then, I would get premium time over a premium vehicle. So the only scenario I would say that you should get this vehicle in is if you have already gotten premium time and there is a sale on where the vehicle is reduced by at least 50%. Because if there is not a sale, it's just better to keep your money or spend money on premium time instead of this vehicle. So knowing everything that I've told you today, I hope you can come to a decision whether or not it is worth buying this vehicle for yourself. So if you found this useful or entertaining, I would please like you to consider to hit that subscribe and like button, since it takes me a decent amount of time to make these videos and it takes a fair chunk of my time. So thank you for watching my video, and until next time,
show your puss!